Hello everyone. Today topic is importance of temperature for food. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anmol and I'm student of last semester of Food and Nutrition Management, studying feed pressure subject under Professor Travis. In this course, I'm learning all basic concepts lying under food and going for my internship as a nutrition manager. First, few terms should be clear. Those are food safety and food quality. Food safety is major responsibility wherever food is involved. This is important to protect food from spoilage and foodborne illness. Next is food quality. This is also important. At the same time, it involves keeping the nutritional content of the food at correct level by providing the correct temperature. Next is how nutritional content of food and temperature are related to each other. Some nutrients are sensitive to high temperature and some are sensitive to lower temperature. So if temperature is given beyond their tolerance level, they can be destroyed. So to maintain nutrition content, exact amount of temperature should be provided. Next is what is the importance of temperature. Temperature plays crucial role in food shelf life. Temperature can kill the harmful microorganisms that can spoil food, eventually causing foodborne illness. High temperature is used to kill the harmful bacteria, whereas lower temperature lower the growth, where they can't grow to such a level where they can't spoil food by formation of their spores. Temperature importance for long-term care. Life in long-term care is very sensitive as many patients reside in homes. A little mistake while providing food can put a resident's life at risk. Foodborne illness is very common, which can be cured when food is given at right temperature. Another importance is if food is stored at correct temperature, then it can be saved. It can be saved for long life, as by doing this shelf life increases. It saves cost given to LTC by unions. Next is who is responsible for maintaining correct food temperature in LTC. All over, it's everyone's responsibility to maintain exact temperature for the food, but there are few rules where we set up by public health where the food temperature is to be measured at every specific point. Cooks, dietary aid, and every other person involved in food service is responsible to measure food temperature at different points. Next is when temperature should be measured. While opening the kitchen, it is the responsibility of morning and evening cook to measure temperature of fridge and freezer and freezer so that if they are not under control, the nutrition manager should be informed to correct them. And the food temperature should be measured after it is cooked and before sending to the servery. Other than the cooks, it's dietary aid's responsibility for measuring food temperature before serving and measure the temperature if there are any leftovers. Next is what is the correct range of temperature. Hot food should have temperature of 60 degrees Celsius or above, and cold food should have temperature of 4 degrees Celsius or less. Within that, it's a temperature danger zone which can spoil the food. Next are what are the instruments to measure food temperature. There are few instruments that are used to measure the food temperature. Some of them are like digital instant rapid read. This is your best choice if you can only have one thermometer. This is good for all foods. Work on thick and thin pieces of meat or poultry. Some come with a cable attachment so that you can check the temperature while food is cooking in the oven. Next is oven proof. This one stays in the meat while it's cooked. Best for whole turkey, roast, casseroles, and meatloaves. Do not use for thin foods like hamburgers, steak, or chicken pieces. Next is dial, not digital, use in roast only. Next is fork thermometer, shows the exact temperature reading. Good for this one is good for all foods. Next is fork indicator, shows doneness range. Best for large cuts of meat or poultry. Next is color changing temperature indicator. Indicators are specific to each food, so you can buy an indicator that is just for chicken. Best for thin foods like hamburgers, steaks, chops, chicken pieces, etc. Next is pop-up indicators. Best for roast, whole chicken, turkey. Indicator are specific to each other. When and where to measure food temperature. This is also an important technique to decide when a temperature should be measured. First, if the food is given the whole chicken, then near the end of cooking, remove from heating before testing, and do insert the thermometer to the thickest part so that we can measure the exact temperature the from deep. Next is whole turkey. If you are using whole turkey, in this use digital or fork thermometer near the end of the cooking after removing the heat. If using a proof thermometer, then insert before cooking and monitor near the end of the cooking. It is to be inserted in the thickest part of the inner thigh meat, but do not touch the bone. Bones should not be touched in this area. Next is if the food is meatloaf, roast, casseroles, egg dishes, then near the end of the cooking and thickest part of the dish, while touching the bottom of the pans. Next, hamburgers, steaks, chops, chicken or pieces. Near end of the cooking, remove from heat before testing. Thickest part of the food sideways into hamburger patties. Next is how to measure the food temperature. First step is use either ice water or boiling water to confirm your food thermometer is accurate. Step 2 is calibrate it. Read the instructions about how to adjust the thermometer as needed to ensure you get an accurate reading. Step 3 is place it properly. Placement is very important to get an accurate reading. Place the food thermometer in the thickest part of the food, making sure not to touch the bone, fat or gristle. Step 4 is do not rush it. Wait the recommended amount of time for your type of thermometer. For meat products including raw beef, pork, lamb, veal, steaks, chops, roast, use the food thermometer before removing meat from the heat source. For safety and quality, allow meat to rest for at least 3 minutes before carving or consuming. Step 5 is take care of it. Clean your food thermometer with clean soapy water after each use. This prevents cross-contamination and spread of harmful bacteria. To summarize, to put it in a nutshell, temperature plays an important role in every aspect of food. Food should also be within the temperature range. Food should never be in temperature of above 4 degree and less than 60 degrees Celsius. And there are some test questions for you to test your knowledge, that are what is the exact food temperature range in which food should always be, what is food safety and food quality, what type of thermometer are used for measuring food temperature. Thank you so much. I hope you guys liked it.